Okay, today I want to show you how to make our clay slab palmetto trees. We will be using a flat piece of clay, just like this. It's called a slab. If you have any wrinkles or cracks in it, you can just use your finger to smooth them out and then create a good surface for you to make your tree. You don't want to push on it to make it any skinnier, but just smoothing is just rubbing your finger right across the surface. We have been making the stencil for your tree to focus more on the shape so your branches don't get too skinny, because remember, the skinnier and thinner your clay gets, the more breakable it is. So we're going to grab our stencil that you made already last week, and you need to turn your clay to find what way fits best, and I'm going to put it right up to the edges. You're going to need this orange paper as your placemat to keep it from sticking to the table and to keep the table clean, and then you need your clay tools and also a clay pencil. With the clay pencil, all you're going to do is just trace around the edges of your tree on the clay. And then you're going to lift it up and go ahead and cut out the pieces. Kind of think of it like cookie dough, and you're cutting out your cookie from this dough. And I like to just take pieces at a time to get them out of your way. And we talked about this with cutting out your stencil. I would not try to turn corners, just take out those wedges or those slices to make it easier on you. You might even see how I use my finger to support the clay. The clay is going to go where you tell it to go, so if it's pushed with that tool, it's going to go that way. So sometimes you have to use your finger to help support it. And all these extra scraps I'm cutting off, you can just ball up, and if you want to make a little clay moon, you are welcome to. But other than that, we're going to collect them and I'll reuse them for other clay projects. Okay, so one quick thing you want to do, anytime you cut in clay, you want to smooth out your edges, because when it dries and it's been fired, it'll be really sharp. So just kind of tap on the edges gently, smooth them out. Because after we smooth them, we're going to draw in the texture for our palmetto tree and each individual palm frond and the texture on the fibers of the trunk. Okay, so now you can use your clay pencil again if you like, and I want to add in this texture. Do you see how I've drawn, kind of like we talked about drawing the fireworks, and then you can draw each individual palm frond or the texture on the trunk? So I'm going to do this line that goes into each palm frond, then I can add in my texture. After you get finished with adding your texture, you are going to bring your placemat over to me, and I'm going to write your name on the back and poke a hole in it so that we can hang it after it's finished, and we'll leave it to dry. Remember, it takes about a week to dry, and then we'll glaze it, which is the special paint for clay, and then you'll get to take it home. So you would keep adding in your texture however you like, but I'm going to go ahead and stop there. So happy tree making!